Come on. Don't bring Viva Pinata into this.
We call it a draw.
Fine.
Jack, how many times?
Wait, I bet you he's gonna shoot him, and then they're gonna put the gold in there, and then it's gonna work, and then he's gonna die, and he's gonna say something like, "I feel cold." Just a hunch.
A hunch?
Just a hunch.
Well, at least there was a gun that time.
Oh, he chucked it to him. I was like, are you really just trusting him to do that?
See, and that doesn't even...
Yeah,
in the movie, he shot him after the gold was dropped, because if you shot him beforehand, it wouldn't have mattered, because the bullet would have gone right through the invincible form.
Maybe it was a poisonous bullet that was lodged inside of him.
But I am right, right? In the movie, he shot him after the gold was put back in the chest.
No, actually.
Oh.
No.
Well, never mind then.
He did throw the medal to Will like right after he shot him. So I don't know.
Whatever
well.
I want. Now that the power is mine again.
I think. That's all I remembered at least.
That she is. Thank you.
Maybe each time they go into the moon, they heal. I don't know.
I didn't want you here.
They can actually get the bullet out. I'm telling you that bullet is poison.
Hey, Jack.
Pure poison.
I'm off.
Okay.
Will!
Lead poisoning.
Ah, thank God. You know, the one thing I hated about the second movie was that whole love triangle thing. It was so forced and retarded.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She loves Will so much that she starts thinking about Jack Sparrow. Really?
How come your face is all
Come on.
How about that Jack Sparrow?
What? It is not red.
Yeah, I always thought it would be funny if, like, the entire time it was literally just her pretending.
Yeah.
That would have been great if just a
Long
third...
con! Long con.
Uh-oh. It was the compass! Ha! What a twist! Oh.
Yeah.
It'd be funny, Jack's
Spoilers,
like,
it was the
I'm
black
gonna want,
girl.
I'm gonna want that back.
Too bad, it's gone. That'd be great if it just, like, disintegrated any item it used for this, but...
One of these key shots on one of the games just complexed me. I can't even remember which one it was.
You were talking about the first one.
I think it might have been the first.
It was in Oogie Boogies. You shot the moon.
Yeah, that's what it was. Moon!
I'm going to shoot the moon. The moon's going to turn into light, and then the light from the moon that spills out of the moon will fill the keyhole.
For a minute.
Job done.
That's what it was.
To the curse of the treasure.
The keyhole wasn't even on the moon. You just shot the moon to fill the keyhole, and you just knew that would work.
Yep.
That's why he is the best.
Actually, they didn't show, but he actually was just shooting everything. He's just running around shooting everything, and then finally it works.
How do I fill this? Moon!
Okay. How about, oh, we have, I guess Halloween Town. It looks like more like Christmas Town, but anyway, it's got a pumpkin, so I guess that's Halloween Town, and that's probably Aladdin, but we need some grinding, methinks.
Grinding me, boy.
Well, there's
Have
nothing
fun
to do.
killing pirates.
Well, I don't know if pirates are really what I want to... Yeah, I guess so. There's nothing in Hollow Bastion to do. And nothing on these worlds are going to be strong enough to really give me a lot of experience.
Well, actually, there is something you can do.
Yeah?
Like, take a look at Pirates of the Caribbean's, like, battle level. I'm curious, because the Hollow Bastion has a battle level of 15 right now.
20.
Which means you'll get more experience. Oh, okay. The higher the battle level, the more experience you get there. So.
18.
Fun fact.
Oh, well, if they have a battle... Well, of course, I already knew that. I knew that in the first game. But, hang on.
I mean,
Yeah, Hollow Bastion is 15.
I was like, were there battle levels? I'm like, oh yeah, there were stars.
Well, let's go here. This is 18. I mean, the only reason is the pirates are such a pain in the butt to kill.
Woo! Alright, this is my level I grinded on for a certain thing, but I will not get into that, but I did grind here a lot.
Gummy Hanger, Library, Hall of the Cornerstone. Yeah, let's go to the Hall of the Cornerstone. Why not? Oh, we gotta pull up some grinding questions. All right. So here, I guess I'm going back to the old world.
Yep.
Skateboard. That's what I'm gonna do. Woo! Do a heel flip. Do a heel flip. Get off. Look at the skill. All right, let's go back to the old world.
Your skill amazes me.
I know.
All right. Am I gonna start these questions now? Or
Yeah, go ahead and start the questions now.
Okay, I guess we'll have Squee answer these first, and then we'll get around to answering them too. Because why not? Anyway, what was your favorite Christmas experience, or what do you look forward to most when Christmas rolls around?
I love the decorations. I love decorating
Really?
for Christmas. My house is like a Christmas wonderland whenever Christmas comes around.
That's interesting.
I just
Do
hate
you
taking
have-
them all down.
I was gonna say, do you have like a maze in there?
No,
Maze
not
with
quite.
full rides?
Not quite, not quite. But I do love the. I mean, I'm a Christmas fanatic. My girl loves Christmas too. But what we love the most, or what she loves the most, is the week or two after Christmas when everything's like 75% off. She
loves them deals.
We will buy all our Christmas decorations after Christmas to use for the next year because it's so much cheaper.
I don't blame them. I mean, like, the wrapping paper even at Sears for a while was like $1.69 for like a whole roll of it after Christmas. It was ridiculous.
Yay! It's the Godzilla level.
All right, Piff, how about you?
Me, I just absolutely love snow.
Oh, you
Freaking-
punks. I don't get any snow.
So
Oh.
that's what you get for living in Texas.
Have you ever had a white Christmas, Piff?
Oh yeah. I was super excited as a kid.
I've never, ever had a white Christmas. The closest I had was it snowed on the 26th once.
Alright, me, I'm trying to think, because, I mean, naturally I like getting gifts, but I'm trying to think if there's something less selfish. Probably not. I mean, I have a small family, so I don't really get a lot on Christmas, so things that I get do kind of matter, because usually they're pretty good gifts. Okay. I look forward to whatever my dad makes on Christmas Day, and it's usually Crab Imperial because he makes a special dinner on Christmas. So I love Dat Crab Imperial that he makes on Christmas. And I even felt good because this year I helped contribute to buying the crab for it. So
Wait. So, this new key I got is actually worse, but it draws in nearby orbs. Well, that's dumb.
you're dumb. No. Okay. Next question by the same person. If you were to create an anime, what would it be like?
What? You know, I have an entire part of the forum that deals with that. I already went into great detail about what I would make. In fact, I'm writing it right now. Just go to the section of the forum named Arena, and that'll answer all of your questions. I guess that means you guys have to answer the question now.
I guess it'll go in order again, I suppose, just to keep this quick, so I will go next. I would make something like Bobobo, but worse. Or better, depending on how you view the show.
Holy cow.
I would make a shot-for-shot remake of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX with different characters.
Eat this
Which
cars!
characters? I don't know, but
You're just gonna be different characters, but the exact same line.
yeah.
I'm confused.
Oh my god, it's still not killing them.
You're
Yeah. It is kind of a pain that when they start spinning around like that, they're invincible.
Ow. Yay, I leveled up.
Hooray.
Hooray! Okay, I guess I'll go to the next question because I don't really know how to answer.
Here, give me this. Give me this.
What? I guess I could answer this one too, but if you were going to be a mage in a world where you could What type of mage is you gonna be and why?
Okay,
I have to.
I think they probably need to be a little bit more specific because considering all the different types of mages in fantasy literature, I mean, what are we talking
one.
about? Like white mages, black mages, a mage that has? Are we talking about the skill levels from Skyrim? I mean, what are we talking about here?
What type of mage?
A generality, like maybe necromancer.
I would be
or
a godlike mage, okay?
maybe a rich.
Illusion. I think illusion would be the most helpful in my day-to-day life. I mean, you could say, of course, everyone would choose. I mean, I'm just gonna go with the level, you know, the schools of magic from like Elder Scrolls and stuff, because those are pretty generic. But you know, everyone would choose destruction. But really, in your everyday life, how often are you gonna use chain lightning?
That's not true. I would choose conjuration.
I would choose.
That specific
Ooh,
game.
conjuration's a good one too. No, but I like illusion. There's so much stuff you could do with illusion that would help just on everyday events.
Paul, give better prices. Wait, how you-
Exactly. So this 360, it's $50, right? Magic, right?
Then the cops come after you.
I
Area
didn't,
cop.
I didn't
Oh,
kill them.
okay.
He didn't kill them.
Invisibility.
Yes, but this would be in a world where mages are real.
Yeah.
So
See, clearly I know what Piff would be. He would be a blood mage from Dragon Age. Right?
What? No.
I was joking.
Why would I pick
know-
anything from Dragon Age?
wait, so do I,
don't
just
know.
go back
I
and
know you hate the mages.
work my way through
Yeah,
it again?
just go back to.
Why does
yeah,
everyone assume I hate the mages?
No, well, I mean, you hate how they're portrayed in that game, because I do too, because they all turn out to be.
I hated specific people for making stupid decisions. We'll not get into it for spoiler reasons.
Okay, we're talking about one or two.
I'm
Two.
talking about two.
Oh, okay, because I haven't played two. Yeah. I want
Yeah.
to take a look at this and see what my actual ability... Because I want to be able to do more than just shoot things. Let's see. Form 1 experience, strength, magic, fire resistance. Okay, so it's got fire resistance, but it doesn't say... Oh, that's status. Okay, abilities is what I need to go to.
I need
Changes
to.
the attack command to shot. Actions will be enabled while moving. Magic haste.
I guess I'd like to be a water mage. I like water.
Oh, enables rapid
Okay.
magic combos. Ooh. Powers up the finishing move of magic combos. But what magic combos? I don't have any magic combos. I guess I get those later. Would not
I-
against balance.
Can I explain that to you?
No.
Damn!
Let's see. Tilt the left analog stick and push square rapidly. Keep
Oh, I know what those are now. Shoot.
Because I will figure it out.
You probably won't actually, but maybe.
I will. Or I will go through this game without knowing it.
Right.
Fun.
Like magic combos. What? Oh yeah.
Well, I'm just gonna ask Piff. Do you think he'll figure it out?
Maybe. It's very possible.
Yeah, I give it like a 50-50 honestly, because it's. Just,
Well, I think he might be trying to do that in that form, so it might be more noticeable.
maybe. We'll see.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I shouldn't
What the-
give the illusion that I think Squee's really dumb. He gets things. He knows. He's good.
I'm sure since we're
And
talking about
I'm
it,
really
we should
dumb.
focus more on that.
See, that's the cool part. I am really dumb and I still get things. It's like
Oh.
the best of both worlds. Ouchie.
That brought back terrible memories. All right, next question.
Yes.
Oh yeah, right. That thing that we were doing. What are your thoughts about Mass Effect getting multiplayer?
Love it. I also love I especially love how they're doing it because I much prefer cooperative multiplayer to versus multiplayer. I like doing stuff, completing objectives with my friends instead of trying to defeat my friends. It's so much more fun. And I love the idea that it ties into the main story. Like, just the whole concept of, you know, because there's a whole galactic war going on, and Shepard is not at the heart of all of the conflicts. That the multiplayer just covers parts of it that Shepard wasn't at. I love that idea.
Ah, okay. Because I was about to say, are we pulling this Mud Boy thing where everything's the main plot?
No. No, but what I'm saying is I do like the fact that they tied it in together because, you know, Shepard's... I mean, it's a galactic war, so there's going to be tons of battlefields that Shepard never went to.
Yeah. How about you, Piff? How do you feel about it?
I definitely agree with Squee about the... I really like the cooperative instead of being against other people. I really like that freaking games are doing cooperative.
Oh, God.
And I'm sure there's going to be tons of people who are going to be like, what about this game, this game? Majority of games, when they have multiplayer, even if, like, okay, majority of games usually do not have cooperative because, A, they're usually not multiplayer, and if they are multiplayer...
Come
well,
here! Die!
B,
Get him, Chicken Little!
against other
Kill
people.
him! Kill it! Kill it!
Alright.
What? That did almost like
my
no
turn.
damage to it.
Sure.
Okay. I love the way they're doing multiplayer in it. I love that you can be, besides being human, you can be 6 other races. I love pretty much everything about the idea of multiplayer in that game, including the way that they're sort of connecting single player to multiplayer, and how you can use characters that you level up in multiplayer. It's very nice.
I do have to say, one thing I absolutely do appreciate them doing is that the multiplayer can affect the first-person game, but you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
You know, like because if some people don't like multiplayer, if you're trying to force them to do multiplayer to do, I like the fact that you can accomplish all the same stuff through just single player alone. It's just different options to get to the same eventuality.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of unrelated, and not everyone cares about them, but for the achievements, there's some achievements that you can get in multiplayer, but they have single-player options for it, too, so you can get all the achievements by doing single-player. I know you don't care about achievements, but it's nice for, you know, people who might. Okay. Next question! God damn it, this is a two-parter! Anyway.
I'm gonna be a quarry and engineer.
Okay, well, he was asking specifically you, so...
Okay.
Squee, have you ever heard of Penny Arcade?
I'm assuming that's a website, because I've heard of penny arcades, and they're cool. You, like, pay, like, $5, and then everything in there costs a penny.
He's talking about the people that do video game comics online.
Never heard of that.
Okay, well, he goes on to say... If not, you should check them out. They do comics about gaming, and you, being a gamer, should find them quite hilarious, apparently.
Okay. I'll check them
And
out sometime.
I also appreciate Penny Arcade because they started the Child's Play Foundation. Like, the guys who run it started the foundation, which is a charity that helps disabled gamers. So
Cool.
they're good guys.
Yeah.
So and they're also the one that have you ever heard of PAX?
No.
You've never heard of the convention PAX?
No. Should I?
Okay. Well, it's a pretty big gaming convention, and PAX is
know
run
anything
by
about
Penny.
gaming and conventions and stuff.
God damn it, Squee! But they run the PAX stands for Penny Arcade Expo, so it's a big gaming convention. It's actually fairly popular, so.
Next level. Oh, not bad. I'm thinking I'm level 24. Get to level 25? 26? Maybe level 26. I'm a little concerned because I haven't it's kind of a mixed bag because I haven't grinded in a while. I haven't done a grinding session in a while. But then again, I haven't really come across anything that it's like, oh my god, I really need to level up. So.
Yeah. Personally, I think you'll be fine, because I don't think you're bad at this game.
Whee!
Anyway.
Well, I plan eventually I will be like, you know, in the high 80s like I was with Kingdom Hearts 1 eventually. So,
Yeah.
but I'm going to
I
wait
think you
until
can pretty...
I'll do it like I
think
did
you
last
pretty
game.
easily.
Well, like I said, I'll do it like I did last game, where towards the end, when I find a really good place to level up, I'll just spend 3 or 4 hours doing it. So.
Oh god, that would be so tedious compared to some of the things you can do. But
I'm
that would
not-
be more fun for you. So
Well, no. I mean, I'll look into all my options, but generally, I do like to get a very, very high level character when it comes to JRPGs.
yeah, I know. There's just one way to really level up pretty fast, but I won't tell you it. Obviously, that'd be silly.
Do it on my own. And of course, I'm
Anyway.
not going to record, 5 hours of a grinding session. I'll record like the last hour or something.
All right, here we go. Am I the only one that finds it strange that after 200 videos of Oblivion, Squeeper has never squeeped? I probably, considering I don't know. What that
He
means.
squeeped once when he was a little child, and that's how he got his nickname. It didn't mean that he squeeped every week. Besides, actually, I would think it's more strange that a grown man would squeep. So,
Sweep.
Oh, come on. I don't even know how I'd begin to answer this question. Who, in your opinion, is or was the best warrior in history? Ugh.
well, since I wasn't there, how do you? You can't really answer that question because, I
In
mean,
your opinion.
I don't have an opinion on the best warrior. Best leader, maybe. Best conqueror, sure. Because those are people who have achievements you can point to and say, look, he conquered this much. But best warrior? I mean, how do you go and say he killed this many people? There's nothing in history that would ever give us that. Like, you could say maybe Alexander the Great, but really, he was the best? I mean, there were other people that did that kind of stuff too. So really, that's an unanswerable question. So, sorry. But I cannot in good conscience answer that question.
Alright.
Chuck Norris. Moving on.
Wait, I didn't get
Oh,
that.
you actually? Oh, I didn't think you were actually gonna have one. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hank.
Hank.
Hank was pretty good.
Hill.
Hank the Cow Dog?
It's Hank.
Hank.
He was pretty good with the the weapon he used. Did well.
Maybe Hunk.
I'm sorry, but that's just a question you can't, unless you were there and you could see how good of a warrior they were.
Oh wait, no, that guy who freaking like sniped for like I think it was like 3 weeks and like no one found him. I love. Yeah, he there's some stories about it. I can't remember the exact name or where he was, but I think it was some snowy area. He's literally just camped out and sniped like crazy.
But see, here's another thing is, how do you gauge how someone's the best warrior? Is it the most skilled? Because there's a lot of really skilled people who never killed anyone.
You're thinking too much.
Is it who killed the most? Because
Do a fighter pilot.
if it's whoever killed the most, it's whoever dropped the atom bomb. All right.
That guy.
So honestly,
His name was Hank.
his name was Hank. Piff was on it.
Hank
Piff was on
piloted
it.
The Spruce Goose. Oh man, Squee learned Drive Boost. I love Drive Boost.
Drive boost. I'm gonna go take a look at that.
Hey.
It clearly has to do with boosting your magic.
Obviously.
Duh.
It's to boost your driving capabilities. You can now have tighter turns.
Oh man,
Faster.
Yay!
Now Squee can do thoughts behind the wheel without actually touching his steering wheel at all.
Darn
360.
Skippy. Oh crap! I gotta upload that.
Yes. Anyway, Gamer Junkie has an interesting question because this will take a while probably. What is your opinion on the French Revolution? Was the overall result good or bad? Why?
I think the overall result was good because without it, we might not have democracies. Well, yeah. America would still be a democracy, but overall, it's good because monarchies were failing. Okay, let me put it this way. See, here's the problem with history. If there wasn't the American Revolution, or if the American Revolution had failed, there would have been another one. History was changing to where monarchies were becoming antiquated and not working anymore. And if the French Revolution, and besides, which French Revolution are we talking about here? The first one,
The one
where
that's
Napoleon took power
Probably the first one.
and declared himself emperor.
Oh no, he's probably talking about the more famous one with the whole hoobadoob.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the
thing.
thing is if that one hadn't have happened, it would have happened 10 years down the road, or maybe 20 years down the road. Sooner or later, France would have been a democracy. So, I remember someone once asked me what was the most influential event in history or whatnot, or day. It's like, yeah, if you could change one thing in history, what would you change? And what a lot of people don't understand is that changing one event isn't going to have, most of the time, the massive effect people might think it would, because sooner or later it would have happened anyway. There are very few things that really did change the course of history, and the French Revolution, sad to say, is not one of them, because if it hadn't have happened then, it would have happened eventually.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of things that were really big in terms of history were kind of things that were already high tension situations.
Yeah, a long time coming.
Yeah. Like, I mean, World War II, sure, it was, like, kind of sparked by Franz Ferdinand being shot, but that was a big kettle.
No, that was gonna
shit.
blow up sooner or later anyway. That was just, if it wasn't Prince Ferdinand or Duke Ferdinand,
it would have been something else.
Exactly. That was bound to happen. Now, actually, one thing that you guys might find interesting that I do seriously think, if this hadn't have happened, we might live in a very different world. If the Black Plague hadn't have hit when it did, because when Rome fell, only the western part of Rome fell, and the eastern part of Rome, the Byzantines, were still very much rich and good, and just like Rome always was. So when the west part of Europe was in the Dark Ages, the eastern part was still Rome. They still dressed like Rome, acted like Rome, did everything Roman. And there was a king, I forget his exact name, but he actually set out to reconquer the lands and make it like Rome again. And the only thing that really stopped him was the Black Plague. He was killing everyone. He was conquering everyone. And if it wasn't for the Black Plague hitting his nation, Rome may have been completely rebuilt again. And who knows what our world would be like if that was the case.
Yeah, you're right. That's something that wasn't really a high tension situation that kind of blew up for one reason or another.
No,
that was just something that kind of...
That was the Black Plague actually altered the course of history from what it would have been without it.
That was the hand of fate!
Or the hand of fleas. Whatever.
Funny. Okay.
So, next question.
Alright. I'm gonna have to try here a little bit. Apparently, this question is for Vegeta, Vegeta.
For Vegeta.
And he wants you to answer it in his voice. So,
Okay.
Hey Vegeta, what was Christmas like on planet Vegeta? And what did you get from Nappa? Me, Nappa, with a terrible accent.
Alright, hang on, let me think for a second. Christmas sucks! Wait, I can't do it right now. Hang on. Christmas sucks because I never got what I wanted. I asked for hair plugs over and over and over. No one ever gives it to me. Do you know what it's like to have a widow peak like this? For Nappa, I got him a mustache comb. I don't know, I can't do Vegeta tonight. It's alright. He got Nappa a mustache comb.
It's okay. I can't do that ever. So.
You would think that Vegeta's so heartless and all that, but when Christmas time comes, he takes care of Nappa, gets him a gift. It's very touching.
Oh my God! Come on, what? Squee, what do you think the best invention mankind ever came up with was? Go.
Mass Effect, the video game, best invention ever.
Best invention.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Penicillin?
Peanut butter.
The wheel. I guess it would have to be the wheel. I mean, that's like at the base of so much. If it wasn't for the wheel, we wouldn't have these sprawling civilizations like we do, and
Okay. Yes, Piff. I actually have a legitimate response to this.
No, you know what?
Go ahead.
Agriculture. Best invention we ever developed was agriculture. There.
Okay.
Plinko.
Fucking Price is Right. Anyway, Anyway, I would have to say, maybe not the best, but one of the best things that we came up with was, well, now that I'm thinking about it again, electricity, one, and also pulley systems. Pulley systems are fucking amazing!
Combine that with the Plinko machine, you got
Why
yourself
can't I use my
an
magic?
adventure.
Because you're in Valor form!
Oh, I thought I was in wisdom form. Duh. I just wasted my old valor form. I thought I was in wisdom form. Oh well. That's good. I was gonna get really confused.
Well, you can. This world is a little hard to tell what you use, but if you look at your picture,
Yay! We
Yay.
leveled up Valor. And now he can have high jump, yay!
he has high jump level 2.
Well, I mean, as just regular Sora, he can have high jump now, which is nice.
Oh, that's nice. Alright.
I know you
Yeah.
probably didn't read the left-hand side because you're in the middle of an intense combat with cars.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can equip high jump to Sora now.
Yay! I'll do that as soon as I beat these things.
Stop telling him what to do, God!
I said he can!
No,
That's like, Squee, you can leave here and stop grinding so we get on with the fucking game.
I wouldn't suggest that. That's not the same thing.
Don't worry, I said can!
That is not the same.
Now, how is that not the same? You told me that.
Because that's suggesting that he stops what he's doing instead of informing him about something.
But you didn't inform him. And then you said you can equip it right now.
No, I didn't say that. He said he would.
Alright, down boys, down. Well, no milk biscuit for you.
Oh. See what you did?
No, it was you! Now we're not getting our milk biscuit!
Anyway.
You know, I
okay.
used to actually, when I was a kid, I used to eat my dog's milk biscuits because they tasted good.
I never had milk biscuits.
It's weird because like I tell some people and they're like, oh my god, that's so disgusting. No, it's not. It's like a graham cracker. That's literally what they were like. They were like graham crackers.
Well, see, Squee, I'll lend some credence to you. There was a stand in my mall that was gourmet dog treats, and people would walk up to the stand and try to buy them because they thought it was just like regular food.
Yeah, my mall had one of those too. Ah.
Yeah,
Alright,
but
I think I'm gonna hit.
No, I don't think dog food's that good. But you know, each is their own. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, how about the worst invention ever made? Pop music.
Gosh, it's so hard to say. I would say, biological weapons, mustard gas, sarin gas, all those, because even some of the most destructive things in the world, like atom bomb technology and all that, have other uses that are actually beneficial. There's no beneficial use for mustard gas at all, ever. All it does is murder people. There's no beneficial use for any sort of biological gas. I mean, you know, well, methane probably, but you know what I'm saying. VX gas, sarin gas, mustard gas. I think those are probably the worst inventions because they have no redeeming value at all. At least atomic energy can give us, you know, energy and stuff. So, yeah.
Yeah. I guess I agree with you. I can't really think of anything better than that. That was very sound reasoning.
Reality TV.
Reality TV.
What?
The tester.
Well, come on, man. What am I going to do without my Jersey Shore?
Probably be a better
be
person.
Yeah.
Touche.
What kind of question is this? I mean, this is still on the whole invention thing.
All right.
How are you even gonna answer this? Is any invention inherently good or bad?
Nope.
Yes.
No.
Wait!
No.
Reality TV is inherently bad.
No invention is inherently good or bad. Nothing that is not living is inherently good or bad. There's no such thing as a good or bad invention. Even mustard gas, that I said has no redeeming value to society, is not good or bad. It's gas.
I don't think they're talking about morals here, Squid.
Well, what are they talking about? If it's inherently good or bad and it's not morals, what are they talking about?
maybe inherently bad with its use.
I don't. I mean, because theoretically, if you use mustard gas to save someone's life because otherwise they would have been murdered by a murderer, then it's good. Now, don't get me
Just
wrong.
a pocket full of mustard gas and it threw it in his face.
Look, don't get me wrong. That is quite a stretch.
Stealing my purse.
That is
okay. I'll just throw this mustard gas.
I agree, that's quite a stretch, but the probability, even if low, is still existing. So nothing is inherently good or evil unless, you know what? No, nothing is inherently good or evil. Even people are not inherently good or evil. They're usually a mix of the two.
Good and evil is mostly like which side you are on.
Well, squirrels. I think squirrels are probably inherently evil. But other than that, nah. Ouchie. Alright, do either of you disagree with that, or think something is inherently evil?
It's, again, sound reasoning, and I can't think of any reason to disagree with you on that, so.
Reality.
Okay.
Comet?
Uh,
Comet! Oh,
Okay.
right, wrong button. Gotta hit the button.
Alright, next question. Dantos asks, I'm curious to hear about your speech impediment which you mentioned in your Icewind Dale Let's Play.
Gosh, I also did a Thoughts Behind the Wheel on this. Everyone's very curious about that. It was basically just, I wouldn't pronounce things properly. I would say wabbit instead of rabbit. I would say, gosh, I mean, that's the one I can think of, but it worked for a whole lot of stuff. But I wouldn't form the correct shape to say the word correctly. That was my speech impediment. It wasn't like stuttering or anything like that. It was just, I wouldn't pronounce things the way I was supposed to. So, that's all it was.
You're Texan.
No, you know, I've never had a Texas accent. Ever. And then when I worked to get rid of my speech impediment, it killed whatever accent I would have had. So, but all I did was, and again, I'm not saying that you know this will cure you. I'm not a speech therapist or anything like that. But what I did is when I was in high school, I was in a lot of drama plays, and in drama, you do a lot of voice exercising too, because you have to be loud and you have to pronounce properly so that the audience can hear you. And what I did for like over a course of a couple years is I did tongue twisters every single day. Like to sit in solemn silence on a dull, dark dock, awaiting the sensation. No, in a pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short, sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chipper on a big black block. You know, I'd do those all day, and then I would do things like put marbles in my mouth or put a pencil in my mouth, and then try and talk so that it would force my mouth to work extra hard to pronounce what I was trying to pronounce. And you know, over the course of a couple of years, it got better. And eventually it became to where I still have it. You know, if you watch my Let's Plays, you'll see me mispronounce stuff from time to time, but it's not bad.
Yeah, that makes sense. There was one tongue twister that I always liked when I was younger for some reason, and
Which one?
I think Big Black Rubber Baby Buggy Bumpers.
That makes me giggle. My favorite one is the pheasant plucker. I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker's son, and I'll be plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. Hi, I'm the pheasant plucker. I'm the most pleasant mother pheasant plucker that ever plucked a mother pheasant.
That's pretty good. All right, Dantos has a second, fairly complex question.
Oh. Better hurry, because I
How
only have
do you
155 experience points to get.
Okay, fine. How do you feel about media/government propaganda nowadays? Maybe in comparison to its use in World War II. Is it just conspiracy theories, or are there world's governments covering things up? E.g., blaming everything on terrorism or Al-Qaeda or fascism like in Libya?
Okay, I would say that it's the answer is a probable mix of the both. Are the governments covering things up? Of course. They don't tell us everything. There's a lot of stuff we don't need to know. There's a lot of stuff that they think if we did know. Like, I almost guarantee you that they cover up the actual numbers of combat, and especially due to fratricide, because there's certain things that this public would go crazy about, even though, like, for example, fratricide. It is unavoidable. It happens in war. But if the public actually knew how much it happens, they would be pissed. So I'm sure they cover things up. Now, do I go so far as to say 9/11 was a big conspiracy? No. I don't really think our government is that bad that they flew a plane into our own building so we could go to war with Iraq. And if that was the case, then, you know, shame on them, but I don't really think that's likely. But do I think governments hide stuff from us? Of course. Do I think that we should know absolutely everything? Should? Perhaps. Would we be able to handle it? No. Definitely not.
Oh no.
Okay. So, alright, are you done?
Yeah, I'm done. In fact, I'm
Okay.
pretty much done grinding. Let's answer one more question while I get out of here.
Well, Dantos has 1/3 part to his question, so I was hoping we can get through it anyway, and it shouldn't
Alright.
take too long to answer.
Sure.
Would you ever consider an LP of Final Fantasy X? And he says, I miss Waka and his Blitzball.
Oh man, I've considered it over and over and over, and the simple truth is, as much as I love that game, it's a bit too slow for a Let's Play, I think. Now, I'm not saying that people can't do it successfully, but simply that, I mean, God, the hours and hours of just standing there and slashing something, it's not really... I don't think Final Fantasy is that fun to watch unless you're just watching the story, you know? It's really fun to play, and I'm not saying I'll never do it. I might do it, but there's so much else I want to do first.
Yeah, that's understandable.
But if
guess
I ever
you're
did do a Final Fantasy, it would be 10.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Why
I
not
like
Crystal
Final
Chronicles?
Fantasy X.
Why not what?
Why not Crystal Chronicles?
Oh my God, I hated that game. That game was horrible.
You should play a multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, you know what? I got that game for free because I there was a not a scam, but like basically a loophole in Blockbuster. You know, Blockbuster started like years and years ago. They started something called Game Rush,
Yeah.
which was like, you know, a version of a video game store. They had a loophole they didn't quite realize, but they said if you trade in any, basically like if you trade in any two PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, or Xbox games, you can get a free used game. Like, you know, or like for $10 or so. Yeah, I think it's like you can buy any used game for $10. So what me and my friends did was we went to GameStop, bought a whole bunch of PlayStation 1 games for like $1 a piece, went to Blockbuster, traded those in, bought a whole bunch of used games for $10, and sold them for like a $20 credit or $30 credit. And so basically we made a whole bunch of in-store credit, and I actually bought Crystal Chronicles and all the controllers needed for it off of that.
Oh god.
Yeah. And it's not really cheating because I didn't break the law. I followed them to the letter. I traded in PlayStation 1 games and bought a used game. And then I
You
got
exploited the system, man!
and then I got immediately bored. No. I just got immediately bored with it and traded it in. I'm not exploiting the system at all.
It's like renting, but you get money for it. Wait, so
And it's funny too because one of the Blockbuster employees actually kind of caught on and tried to stop me, and then I got really pissed because I was like, we're not going to let you do that. I'm like, what do you mean you're not going to let me do that? I'm not breaking any laws. I'm following your rules to the letter. I am trading in PlayStation 1 games to buy a used game. If I go trade them in somewhere else, that's not up to you. I'm not hurting Blockbuster at all. I am simply doing what you said I could do.
It's funny because they can just deny you service.
Well, of course they can, but not if you make a big enough stink about it. And quite honestly, they were in the wrong. They didn't write the rules well enough.
Yeah, it's true.
Sure, I was exploiting the system, but, you know, theoretically, as cheap as it is, exploiting a loophole is not illegal.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Plus, I was young and poor and needed the cash. You know, for video games.
I sympathize so much with you.
Alright, guys, that's going to end it for this week. We got some good grinding in. We got Port Royal done. And I guess next week we're going to go do one of these two.
Hooray.
That will be fun on that button.
Yay!
Can't-
Alright, everyone.
Hello.
Say bye,
Yes.
Piff, Sparta.
Bye!
Bye.
Bye!